Senator Deacon, Ontario.
Thank you, Merci. Honourable Senators, 1 month ago we completed our Senate sitting unsure of what to expect next. In the weeks that follow, we have witnessed and continue to experience extraordinary and unprecedented times. Canadians have been open, honest, vulnerable and weary in crisis. Almost all of us have seen our lives upended. We have been told to keep our distance from our friends and loved ones. Some have fallen ill to this disease. Some have lost their lives. Today, while we're here to support C-14 in this chamber, we are reminded of our work as it relates to the response to COVID-19. As I sit here with a smaller group of senators, I am reminded that we must represent our colleagues who are not present in the chamber with us. We also continue to be supported virtually by an incredible and adaptive staff, to which I offer a great deal of thanks. While we are in the midst of a global crisis not experienced in a lifetime, we are also in a role where we're able to provide support during significant disruption. We are accountable to our communities, to supporting our most vulnerable, to directing them to government updates, to finding solutions. I am most thankful for the daily parliamentarian updates and the network of my Senate colleagues of all colours that have helped us help others. Losing my first friend to COVID-19 was devastating and a shock. She was healthy, vibrant, larger than life. It is something we will no doubt all experience. From that devastation, we also all observe incredible decisions and actions from everyday Canadians who have stepped up to help others. We, of course, show our appreciation to the medical professionals who are dealing with conditions very few of us can begin to empathize with. But it doesn't stop there. Our workers at essential business deserve our thanks as well. Many of these individuals are young Canadians working part-time, making barely more than minimum wage. They did not sign up for this, but they are showing up nonetheless. They deserve our thanks, our attention, to make sure they can cope and deal with what is being asked of them. As Senator, I am also grateful in this time of crisis. Grateful for the leadership I see, grateful for the opportunity to listen deeper to the needs in my community, in our community. I thought I understood my community. I did not. From meeting with the local women's prison officials, to the homeless, to those suffering with mental health, to the food bank. Every one of those encounters informs and will inform my thinking and is the lens through which I will view this legislation before us. Like each of you, I have listened to many Canadians, those most vulnerable, those trying to keep the lights on, those who went from a healthy income and identity to total isolation and no paycheck, those who work in the arts that have completely dried up, those just trying to navigate government websites, links, and trying to figure out where they fit, those that feel they do not fit anywhere. I have a deeper understanding of those falling through the cracks and the opportunity that Parliament has to influence getting things right. We are all observing significant innovation through rapid change. Virtually, I've seen some great retrofitting and revisioning locally of new equipment. I'm especially proud that the term innovation is being respected as something much bigger than technology. It is a way to adapt and help to keep close to those we love and to help those who need it. Canadians, young and old, are contributing in their own way. And I'd like to read you two examples of individuals who wrote me to demonstrate how Canadians at all ages are contributing in any way they can. From Dawn in Ottawa, our 7-year-old son, Ollie, has lymphoma and needs a stem cell transplant. Because of COVID-19, we had to use a family half-match donor instead of an anonymous one. So our 11-year-old, Abby, stepped up to it in the middle of a pandemic. She's incredibly brave. From Carol in Hammond, Ontario, my father fought in World War II. I am 73 years old, and I am fighting in World War III against an enemy called COVID-19. I'm doing my part, staying home, and physical distancing. Fighting for my country, it's my turn now. Senators, our COVID-19 response support and leadership is here for the long haul. We will get to the other side. We don't know what that looks like, but we can help shape it. We have time to think about this now and to commit to action as we emerge and learn lessons from this crisis, like considering the merits of a guaranteed basic income. Today, as we move Bill C-14 forward to support Canadians in urgent need, we must continue to think and ask ourselves, What will the impact of this global crisis be on the other side, in the chamber, across our country, around the world? As senators, what are we willing to do differently? How will our priorities shift? In the future, how do we individually and collectively support our frontline workers and those we may have missed in all of this? I've heard it said that when the government is undertaking, what they are undertaking is akin to building an airplane in mid-flight. This is new territory for all of us, and trust in government at all levels is crucial if we're to achieve a best-case scenario. That being said, Parliament has a critical role to play. Both here and in the other place, we are asked to bring our knowledge to bear on what is before us. We're here as representatives of all Canadians. All Canadians. It is not our job to step aside, but do our best to find the right solutions in these trying times. Patience is key. Mistakes will be made, but working in a collaborative and collegial fashion is our best way out of this. Regardless of what group or caucus you sit in, we are now more than ever united by being Canadian, and I know every one of us just wants to help. Honourable Senators, look after yourselves, your families, your communities. I hope each one of us can collectively use the time to make Canadians our #1 priority while improving the agility and adaptability of the Red Chamber in the current crisis. Thank you. Merci.